Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to True Cannibal Boy, which is an RPG Maker horror game where you must survive an encounter with a cannibal boy who eats your entire body but your head. Note that this is part of a multi-part series that I've played, and those games include The Cannibal Boy, Physical Exorcism, and My Girlfriend's Secrets, so this game would feature characters from all those previous games. Just a little bit of lightning, bro. A little bit of lightning and a cannibal boy. Never hurt anybody. Don't open your window, or else he will remove your head and make off with your lifeless body. Sounds wasteful. Gotta eat the head, too. Should I really go to Sally's house? Cat meow. Heavens, that made me jump. It's only a kitty. And a flying head. What? Is that a girl's head? A ghost? Whoa. I can't move. So dizzy. Help. Whoa there, evil spirit. I'd watch your back if I were you. We've got her attention. Now do your thing. Huh. Did you just punch that ghost head? He just turned the evil spirit into jelly. An evil spirit this early in the morning. Talk about a bad omen. Well, whatever. I'll pick up this jelly ghost for now. So, if you haven't seen the other games in this series, each one's kind of like... think of like an X-Files episode, if people even remember what X-Files is. And usually, not necessarily the protag, but usually a main character is these two characters on the right. They are spectral detectives, that's how they make their living, and they are also terrible, evil people, and they are heroes. Sometimes. I thank you both for saving me. Lily bows her head in appreciation. There's a restaurant called Silversmith's just over there. We could all use a good meal to recover from that little scare. Oh my, I don't want to impose. What do you mean? You're paying, obviously. Excuse me? You think this is free? I didn't expect the restaurant to be open so early. I like the fact they camp out in front of the restaurant, wait for someone to get attacked, and just... save them. We've had nothing to eat but jelly ghosts for days. You two... eat evil spirits? Well, why else would our exorcist duo name be Ghost Eaters? And you're a couple? Nah. Business partners. But we're friends too, right? Not that I recall. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is JADDDEEEEEE. Please call me Jade. I figure it's cuter that way. Jade. That really is a sweet nickname. I'm Lillian Lily. My friends call me Lily. Wow, Lil. That sounds prim and proper, just like the flower. My, thank you. Yes, a flower just asking to be plucked. If you can't tell, Jade's the more evil one. And, what shall I call you? Bruce Lynn. You can call me Brucey. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Brucey. Sure. I don't know what else to talk about. How awkward. The food won't be coming for a while. Perhaps I should look around. Go talk to people. This is a multiple ending game. These usually are. So, and of course, we're gonna try to get all endings. Hi, person. Just this past week, a horrible murder took place right here in our village. A girl was beheaded, and her body was nowhere to be found. That floating head, was she the victim? For all I know, Brucey killed them. I hear another girl's gone missing as well. I do hope the police catch whoever's responsible soon. I know. That's the whole reason I came here. Have you heard of the evil spirit, Cannibal Boy? He comes every night to tap on people's windows. If you ever open the window, he eats your body and leaves just your head. He's really picky about the head. If the spirit is so terrible, why would the victims want to open their windows? I get that breeze. You must be visiting from elsewhere. Welcome to Footville. May I recommend you our excellent gift set of silverware. Feel free to take a look. This restaurant also sells silverware. How unusual. The founder of this restaurant was actually a silversmith by trade. Oh, that explains why the place is called Silversmiths. Is that gonna come up later? The silver thing? Also, this town is like... I feel like I know what the founders were into. It looked like you were punching that evil spirit with your fists. But how? It's kind of a superpower. I can materialize the spirits I touch. Oh, can Jay do that as well? Hers is sort of a telepathic power, but it's much more versatile. Is it just the two of you in the Ghost Eaters? I think there's like another person. That's right. But a frequent client of ours, Lucia White, aka Lucy, also has superpowers. She's also some backup if we ever need it. I think Lucy's power was, she has pyrokinesis. You don't look well. Were you injured earlier? Nah, she's just reading your mind. Not quite. It's just that time of the month. I have it pretty rough, if you know what I mean. Oh, I see. I understand very well. Lily, our food is here. Pay up. How come you're eating so little? Oh, it's nothing. What? Does it have something to do with the girl you're thinking about right now? You read my mind? Yes, though I'm not in great shape right now. I can't see her features too clearly. I can also see that you like Castlevania. If you have something in your mind, why not tell us? It might help. Well, I'm worried about my best friend, Sarah Sweet. I call her Sally. From the previous game. The thing is, she might be dating a psycho killer. Sally? And she's dating a psycho killer. Is something the matter? No. Keep going. A week ago, I got Sally confiding me about her concerns. You're so distressed. What's going on? You see, there's this boy I'm going out with, Marty. McFly. Sally took out her phone to show Lily a photo of Marty. What? When did you meet this boy? You know that outbreak of human-infecting rabies that happened when I was in Parrot City General Hospital? He was one of the 5 of us survivors. And that's how You got into a relationship? Yes. Alright, but do you two really know each other at all? Actually, there's stuff about him I don't really know. I can't remember if there was a twist to the previous game. The reason he was hospitalized was because he was in a car crash. It robbed him of his parents and his memory, so he's not even sure about who he is. Oh my, how awful. You can't blame him for that. Then has he gone to know you well, at least? Actually, that's the problem. He knows me, better than I do. Whatever do you mean? He knows the area around my home really well. It even knows about my secrets. That's just creepy. You do realize he must have been stalking you. They've been dating for a while, right? Wouldn't he know about the area around your home? I can't force you to break up with him, but you two need to have a proper talk. You're right. Let me accompany you when you do. Well, I know we're a killer too. Thanks, but it's between Marty and me. Sally? Will she really be alright? What does she mean, it's between Marty and me? I knew Sally before we even met her. I'm the one who fell for her first. Yep, here we go. But how could I have known from that day on? I would completely lose contact with Sally. And then, last night... In addition to Miss Sarah Sweet's disappearance this week, there was an incident where someone got beheaded in her hometown of Footville. I can't get over that name. We have listed her boyfriend as a suspect in this case. Do you know anything that might help the investigation? Someone got beheaded? And Sally's boyfriend is a suspect? Maybe we're the suspect. Like, really? Maybe this happened because I urged Sally to have a talk with that Marty person. If something happens to her, I'll never forgive myself. Before I even realized, I was at midnight bus to Footville. God! But when I thought about going to Sally's house, I got intimidated. Is it a really good idea for me to search for Sally? Wouldn't it just put her in more danger? You're just running away from having to make a choice. What? I had a boyfriend once, but he died because of me. He ate him. Literally. Sometimes I wonder, if I hadn't chosen to be with him in the first place, maybe he would not have been killed off so soon. But heaven only knows what our choices will lead to. We're only mortal. All we can do is choose what seems best at the moment. So what feels best to you right now? To search for Sally, or not? Well... you want me to save my game? Don't say anything. The fatal ending? What? That's just like up front. So that's your choice. In the end, I wasn't brave enough to do anything. It's dark out. Please be careful going home. The police have already begun the search for Sally. I should leave it to the experts. Besides, Marty could very well be the killer. Hi, I'm the killer. I mean, it is Marty's sprite. Huh? The figure slowly raised his hand and revealed a kitchen knife, clutched in it. Wait, are you... Varg. Don't blame me. You shouldn't be going about alone. The fatal ending. Psycho killer. Search for Sally. I want to find Sally. She's so sweet. Sally's sweet. In Footville. Then, that's what you should do. Thank you for your advice. It was very helpful. With great gratitude comes great repayment. A cup of hot cocoa will do. And $1,000. Excuse me? Here's your hot cocoa. Without a word, Brucey pushed the hot cocoa in front of Jade. He ordered it for her, then. You remembered I always drink this when I'm not feeling great? Aww. Don't get me wrong. I'm just concerned you won't be productive. Ah, there it is. You know, I like you better when you're a little frosty. Must I watch this? They're like an old lovey-dovey couple. Nah, they just like murdering. Well, they're not bad people! At least I think. By the way, if you don't know the context, Brucey literally eats people. Like, he is an actual, like, Hannibal Lecter. Please enjoy the rest of your meal. I should get going to Sally's house. Wait a minute. Jade stared intently at Lily. Suddenly a human figure appeared in Lily's mind. Although there was static, the figure was most definitely Sally. What's this? I have the ability to share my senses with others, including the images I have in my mind. Isn't this the girl you're searching for? You know Sally? Marty too. We're all survivors from that hospital outbreak. It was a few days ago. We received a message from Sally asking for help. For help? Exactly. So how about we team up to find her? Very well. There's no time to hesitate. You can ask for more money. Indirectly, kinda. She didn't hesitate paying the check either. Can't hurt to keep her with us. Wait, didn't they say this restaurant sells gift sets? Perhaps I'll take one along as a gift for Sally's family. If you're looking to buy a gift, how about a Nazar? It has exorcising powers and only costs $1,000. What now? Did I just say $1,000? Odd. I thought I had one. You sold Marty the last one, silly. Please tell me they're not con artists, please. In the end, I used my credit card to buy one of the gift sets. Alright, shall we? Could it be Marty? Don't know. It can't be the original Cannibal Boy. Because, spoiler, Brucey eats the original Cannibal Boy. Oh yeah, there's also an Isekai god in this universe. It was implied to, like, be watching all this for the fun of it. True Cannibal Boy. Oh my god, there's a world map. It's like Final Fantasy. We are at Silversmith's right now. Sally's house is in that direction. Oh my, it literally is! Is there secrets on the map at all? Like Final Fantasy? Well, to be specific, this is not quite exactly like Final Fantasy. There was actually games like this, and especially the Super Nintendo era. There was ActRaiser. There was like a few of them that had this kind of like UI. So it's a little more closer to those. They weren't really necessarily JRPGs. There was like some train games. Stuff like that. Can I go anywhere else? Like, I'm just gonna feel out around just in case. But I think we're kind of like railroaded. Bing bong. Don't you realize how early it is? What do you want? Oh dear, please forgive us for coming here so abruptly. My name is Lillian Lily. Sally's a very dear friend of mine, and I love her. I see. This silverware gift set is a small token of apology. It's gotta come up. The expression on Sally's mother's face softened quite a bit. We heard that Sally's missing. We're hoping to help search for her. Do you have any leads you can share with us? I promise we won't take up too much of your time. The police are already looking for her. There's no need for all of you to get involved. She sounds wary. This girl seems fine enough, but what's the deal with the dude behind her? They look so suspicious. Or you could say, sus. It's true. I seem to remember that the club Sally joined was full of oddballs. Maybe they're from that club. Excuse us for not introducing ourselves right away. Sally is a member of the university club. We're all in. We couldn't reach her for days, and got very worried. Ah, from the club. I thought that might be the case. Of course you did. I feel horribly guilty lying to Sally's mother. But still, I know we can't help much, but we want to do what we can for our friend. Please let us search for Sally. Come in. You see, after my husband died, I became obsessed with my beliefs and neglected Sally. Now that I've lost her, I realize how important she was to me. I'm searching for her too, but I have no idea where she could have gone. Perhaps you three have a look around. You'll catch some clue I might have missed. Alright, let's look over here. Sleeping pills. Sally once told me that she suffers from insomnia and has to take sleeping pills. Her issues with Marty must have made that even worse. Well, you really dislike Marty, huh? You found an old newspaper with an article about an unusual outbreak of rabies. This is the incident Sally said she survived with Marty. I always assumed there was more to that story. The two of you were there as well. What exactly happened at that hospital? Zombies! Lily's no longer an outsider. Why not tell her? Alright. It started with a cult. To form a mass human sacrifice, they infiltrated Parrot City General Hospital and spread a substance called the undead extract there. Undead extract? Blarg. People and creatures in the hospital turned into the undead, one by one. Evil spirits, zombie dogs, and even vampires. Next, you're gonna tell me there was a vampirical land shark, too. You think this is a joke? Like some B horror flick? I must say it's very difficult to believe. He punched out a ghost earlier! You saw it! Until a few hours ago, you didn't believe there were evil spirits in this world either. That's true. In technical terms, we exorcists call what happened there a paranormal hazard. Paranormal hazard? Sally and Marty were trapped in the hospital at the time. Luckily for them, our client Lucy, the one I mentioned before, was also there and contacted us for help. That's what got Jade and I involved. We eventually defeated the Grand Mistress of the cult, but by then we were the only 5 survivors. That's what actually happened. What a terrifying experience. And yet Sally never told me any of that. She doesn't love you. Well, you wouldn't have believed it even if she told you. Perhaps, but still. There's a mountain in Footville called Mount Candy House. Sally seems to go on dates there with Marty quite often. Mount Candy House, why is it called that? It's not very scenic though. I don't understand why they like going there. Didn't you ever object to the relationship? No. In fact, I was all for Marty renting a small house in Footville so that Sally can move in with him. Who could have known Sally would go missing before that? The oil painting, the house portrait. I seem to recall Nia as a deity of some new religious movement. Perhaps it's the religion Sally's mother was talking about. Yo kid, you wanna get isekai'd? The painting is somehow unspeakably intimidating. As far as deities go, you can count on this one to hear your prayers. Why not pray for help in searching for Sally? What? Then you're a believer of Nya as well, Jade? Just like Sally's mother? Believer? Oh, I'm much more than just a believer. Jade cast telepathy on Nya's portrait and then transferred what she heard to Lily. A language beyond human understanding instantly flowed into Lily's mind. What is this? A conversation between the outer deities beyond this world. Ah! My head! It's going to explode! Please, no more, stop! Oh, oops, I'm sorry, I'll turn it off right away. Among the deities, only one is so considered as to speak the human language. Can you hear what the deity is saying? You shall reunite this girl with the other one in my stead, Jade. But keep in mind, the reunion should be entertaining to us deities. That divine being is Nya. Entertaining? What does that mean? Should I be worried about Jade? Is it possible she could be dangerous? Yeah. No, Lily, I'm not. I don't know, she opened her eyes. That's pretty dangerous. Whenever, like, the Kitsune character opens her eyes, you know, like, things are bad. I'll be honest, I kind of like Jade. I mean, Brucey's just like an outright cannibal, and you don't really want to mess with Brucey. But I like Jade's, like, I like those evil eyes. I'm kind of into that. This kitchen knife reminds me of this time I visited Sally. One time, Sally invited me over to her house to bake cookies. She creamed the butter and sugar together while I chopped up a big chocolate bar. Ouch! Did you cut your finger? Sally took Lily's hand to check how deep the cut was. Are you gonna lick it? It's just a tiny cut. I'm fine, really. Yep. All of a sudden, Sally slid Lily's injured finger into her mouth. Sally? Saliva contains histodyne. You only want to do this. Saliva contains histodyne, you know? It helps heal wounds. But you're getting my blood in your mouth. Blood is filthy. I don't care. It's your blood. What kind of horny thing are you thinking of? Are you a telepath as well? I don't need to be a telepath to tell that much. I have no other friends. Sally was the only one who ever cared about me and sucked my blood. Apparently you're into that. The package of a certain JRPG entitled Hero King Quest Peacemaker Prologue. Another game for the developer. Oh, so Sally bought this game too. Really flip the box over, look at the back. What's the story like? Well, there's this lady, a dark one, and a little witch who team up and are really great as villains. You can even see them defeat some heroes. It's kind of a comedy that reverses good and evil roles. It actually functions as a prologue to the Peacemaker series. I can hardly wait for the next installment. Then you've played this game too? I have. Why do you ask? Oh, nothing. It's just not the kind of game I expected either of you to play. Well, any girl wants to be a bad girl sometimes, you see. That I understand very well. I love JRPGs. I feel like I can experience a different life through them. Sally was the first girl I met who's into JRPGs, so that's part of why we became good friends. Once Sally comes back, I'll have to ask about her thoughts on this game. Well, that's a definite death flag. Yep. Sally's diary. After finding out about my 3 ex-boyfriends, Marty changed. I pleaded with him in vain when he burned all the photos of my old boyfriends and buried the ashes in a hole we dug on Mount Candy House. Today he forced me to go up to the mountain again to help him bury more stuff. His eyes were all intense and bloodshot. I think there was a dark twist to the previous game. It's been a while. What a control freak. When we were digging on the hole, I accidentally broke a stone monument on top of the mountain. Then suddenly, a chilly blast of wind swept by. I think I broke something that should have never been broken. It made me really nervous. But all Marty said was to not tell anyone about what happened today. Talk about making a girl's heart pound. Very late last night, Marty came and tapped on the window of my room and asked me to open it. I got scared and hid under my comforter. I sent him a message this morning asking why he scared me like that. But he replied he hadn't come over in the first place. Then he said I might have encountered the Cannibal Boy, and I should ask the ghost eaters for help. Cannibal Boy? I did contact them, but they can't come for a few more days. We were in the middle of another case and couldn't get away. So Sally asked us for help because of the Cannibal Boy. The visitor who sounded like Marty came again last night and asked me to open the window. I immediately messaged Marty, but he replied that he was at home. It was definitely Marty's voice coming through the window, though. I thought about calling the police, but I got too nervous. Wait, why didn't Sally call the police? Maybe Marty had something on Sally, like scandalous photos, or possibly even worse. Or perhaps Sally still loves Marty, and didn't want him to get him arrested. Oh, Sally. Lily's the only one I can trust right now. But if I tell her too much, I'll drag her into my mess. And what advice did I give her? That she should talk to Marty and that was it? Marty's gonna pick me up tonight and take me to his house. He said it's to protect me. Good. This is my chance to talk about our relationship. And then Sally went missing. I believe we've investigated everything we can. Let's sort for the information we have. So, why do we think Sally went missing? Could she have eloped with Marty? That's unlikely. Marty's parents both died in a car accident, and Sally's mother had no objection to their relationship. They had no reason to elope. Then, do you think it had something to do with that cult? No. The Grand Mistress died in a paranormal hazard. Maybe Sally was out and about somewhere she could have gone in an accident. Sally's hobbies are all indoor activities, like baking and playing JRPGs. I doubt she would have gone anywhere like that. Then it seems clear to me that Sally disappeared either because Marty kidnapped her, or because of the Cannibal Boy. Why is it even a question? Marty did it, obviously. Brucey, do you suppose it could have been the Cannibal Boy? He's like, oh, I don't know, I'm not going to cannibals. I think not. We spent quite a while in this area before and encountered evil spirits of all kinds. But even though the Cannibal Boy is so well known here, we saw no sign of him in all the time we were around. I suspect his existence is no more than an urban legend, and no such evil spirit exists. That's especially convincing coming from you, Brucey. Anyway, I think we should go to Marty's house right away to search for Sally. He better not have done anything to hurt her, or else. We just have one problem. Where is Marty's house? Perhaps we can find a love letter from him here. Then we'll have his address. Who writes letters by hand nowadays? Jake took out our phone and sent someone a video call invitation. Jade, Brucey, it's been a while. Hey, Lucy. That's Lucy? What kind of person is she? Terrible. Let me cut straight to the chase. Do you remember Marty? The guy who survived the paranormal hazard with us? What about him? Could you please find out where he lives? Oh, come on, Jade. Do you really think I'd agree to pry into someone's privacy like that? Okay, fine. You know me too well. Just give me a day. I knew we could count on you. Bye for now. Hold on, are you exorcising evil spirits again? I can help if you need it. I've gotten a lot better at pyrokinesis. Now I can knife things just by staring at them. Well, we're fine without you for now. But if we need backup, we'll let you know. Alright, I'll be waiting. Lily, you heard the deal. We'll have to go to Marty's house tomorrow. No, but we can't. We can't what? Take a deep breath and calm down. Getting all anxious won't help you find Sally. You're right, of course. Perhaps we should venture up Mount Candy House then, and see if we can find any clues. Now you're talking. So listen, earlier, I looked around some major occult-related internet forums for information on the Cannibal Boy. You're convinced he doesn't exist, so why bother looking him up? We can't ignore the fact that someone tapped on Sally's window in the middle of the night. If it was Marty, why would he pretend it was the Cannibal Boy? That's true. So what did you find? There are some mentions of the legend, but I didn't find anything useful. Nothing at all? Could it be the legend of the Cannibal Boy is specific to this locale, so there's no substantial information available elsewhere? Probably. And you know the best place to look if you want to investigate a local legend? The library! Really? I looked it up. Quite a few places we can go to. Mount Candy House is in that direction. And there's a library called Hill Poly Library at the border between Footville and Parrot City. Library first, I guess? Oh boy, there's a lot of books around here. Do you have any resources on legends here in the library? The closer shelves have literature and overseas legends, and the ones further in are local legends. The symbolic rule of silver. See, there's silver again! Silver turns black when exposed to some poisons, so medieval people used silver to make tableware. They also believe silver was effective against supernatural threats such as werewolves, vampires, evil spirits, and the like. Silver is quite useful. Even an ordinary person like you can don an evil spirit, just by wielding a piece of silver jewelry at it. Oh, then surely you use silver jewelry in your exorcism as well? No. Brucey just punches things, man. He casts fists, okay? But your telepathy can't inflict damage on evil spirits. I have my own tactics. And besides... What? If we had the money to buy silver jewelry, we wouldn't be starving all the time. I almost forgot that they were eating evil spirits to satisfy their hunger. What do they taste? The evil eye in Turkey, the Mediterranean region, and other traditions. I know that one. The ancients believed a witch or evil spirit with malice could cast a curse with just a look to weaken or kill a person. This morning, I couldn't move and felt dizzy when that ghostly head of the girl glared at me. Was that because of the evil eye? To resist the evil eye, you must fight fire with fire. An evil eye for an evil eye. Nazar, which imitates the evil eye, was thought to be effective. In the Mediterranean region during the 1st century, the middle finger was another way of repelling the evil eye. Simple enough. A Nazar. What's that you tried to sell me this morning? I didn't realize it was an actual thing. Deep down, you're still wondering if we're con artists, aren't you? They're technically legit, they just charge high. The Hill Poly Serial Murders 1. It's been 13 years since Footfall in Parrot City, look at these names, collectively known as Hill Polly, first experienced horrors at the hands of a serial killer. The killer decapitated the victims and left only their heads behind. Nearly all the victims had mentioned before their deaths that a boy had come to tap on their window in the middle of the night. This sounds exactly like the legend of the Cannibal Boy. Don't tell me he actually exists. Oddly enough, there was no consistency in the victims' descriptions of the midnight intruder. One even said he had encountered a young girl. The killings continued regularly for a year, when they stopped abruptly. Why did the victims have such different accounts of what the boy looked like? I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of cannibals out there. 2 years went by without incident, but never a string of decapitated victims terrorized Hill Polly once again. Starting a decade ago. The victims were decapitated before with their limbs, and the torso missing. This time evidence suggested that the neck was severed using teeth, leading the police to suspect the killer to be cannibalistic. And this is just like a large dog. Investigators speculated the killer didn't eat the head because of the high level of prions in the brain, which can cause degenerative brain disorders when ingested. I remember these killings very well. You were freshmen at Parrot City University then. You both went to a university in this area? We did. I imagine like Bruce is like whistling in the background. Ooh. Nope, no, that wasn't me. The murders continued intermittently for 8 years, with frequency of about 2 incidents a year. But then 2 years ago, the killer suddenly stopped killing again. And now, 2 years later, the killer is back? If Marty doesn't remember his past... I mean, Marty could still be the culprit. I'm not, like, withholding that. The general assumption is that the same person committed all the murders over the entire 11-year period, but some point out that the second... Well, Marty is younger than everyone, right? I think. So this wouldn't make sense if it was him. But some point out that the second string of murders may have been a copycat crime. First, the frequency of the murders differed significantly. Second, the first round of killings, the heads were severed with an unusually clean cut, as if sliced off a very sharp blade, and there was no bite marks. However, the police have not been able to investigate this possibility due to a complete lack of suspects. What could anyone hope to gain from copying such a gruesome modus operandi? Yes, why would anyone do that, Brucey? How would I know? You're the pin the blame on the first killer. Brucey's like, it's so insulted. Like, you know nothing of my work. One girl missing and never decapitated is a Hill Polly serial killer at it again after a 2-year hiatus. It's Sally. This other girl is the ghostly head I saw. So she really was the victim. Damn, she was cute. She could have, like, become a Dullahan. It would still work out. May her soul rest in peace. The Legend of Mount Candy House. There's a giant rock atop the mountain that resembles a house made of candy, hence the name. That's... huh. I'd be actually kind of curious how that would look. Footville is so named for being at the foot of the mountain. Okay. I understand that now. Long, long ago, the village was said to have suffered from a great famine that lasted 3 years. The villagers were forced to slaughter their work animals to eat the grain reserved for planting the following year. Ultimately, they took their children up the mountain and abandoned them in order to survive. So many children were abandoned that before long, everything edible on the mountain had been consumed. Many children starved to death, and those left alive had to make the terrible choice of consuming others' corpses. The children left their heads intact as a way to mourn the dead properly. It was all in vain, for every last one starved to death in the end. Ever since, it said that Footville and the neighboring Parrot City are haunted by the vengeful spirits of the children. Then these children who had to eat human flesh became evil spirits. I think we're done here. Let's go to Mount Candy House. We finally come to the top. What's with you? Oh dear, I forgot Jade isn't in great condition. I still feel miserable, At least my powers are completely back now. I said I like you when you're frosty, not indifferent. Do you want to experience this pain too? Because you know I can make that happen. Let's not do that. Once was more than enough. So he's had it done to him before? Okay, that was literally like children ghosts. I think the case has been solved. Somebody help! Why did you have like a woman scream? In broad daylight. Their malice must be exceptionally strong. That elderly man is in danger. What are you two doing? Aren't you going to help him? No profit. Jade. What do you want for dinner? A steak cooked nice and rare. You? A burger that's 70% pork and 30% lamb. I miss that texture. Not quite like human, though. But we only have $50 between the two of us, so that's not going to happen, sadly. Oh, very well, I'll pay for both of your dinners. Good. You're learning the right way to ask for help. Honestly. No! Oh dear, we won't make it. Attention, evil spirits! You want that sinewy old man? Just look at this juicy looking girl over here. Jade? That look in your face. I love it. I'm trapped. Good job, Jane. I respectfully disagree. I cast punch. Spirit. Exteriorize. Exteriorize? Is that a ball... a spirit? It took on a human form. Go, my stand. Let's go. Wata! No, you gotta do it like the, if that's the, Hokuto. If it's a North Star, Hokuto no Ken. Wata! You turned him into jelly again. You are already jelly. I know we'll get dinner later, but it can't hurt to have a snack. This thing next to you is an evil spirit? Why is it helping you? I prey on evil spirits and assimilate them. Then I can spit them out later and make them fight for me. It's like a Pokemon. A Pokemon master. If this were an RPG, you would most definitely be a villain. Is the elderly man alright? Lily, would you like to have some jellied ghosts? Thank you, but no. Thank you so much! What luck! You're a professional exorcist, aren't you not? Not me, but these two are. You seem to know a thing or two about our profession. See this monument here? It's a cenotaph I set with Master Exorcist 12 years ago for the children who died of starvation. Would you mind telling us more? There was a terrible famine in this area a long time ago. Many children were abandoned here and starved to death. Their spirits are bound to this area, and their vindictiveness grew over the decades. Finally reached a breaking point 13 years ago. Their vengeance conciliated the spirit of a single boy, and made him into a powerful evil spirit. Because he was abandoned as a child, he went around to people's homes every night and tapped on their windows, begging to be let in. His nightly visits drove his victims to mental exhaustion, eventually cut off their heads and ate their bodies, In just 1 year, he killed quite a number of people. Well, this sounds familiar. He and the other children who haunted these parts were no longer the same people they were in life, but merely vengeful spirits bound to the human world by their vindictiveness. The master exorcist realized that this wasn't a job for the police, so he came to this mountain to perform an exorcism himself. But once the master defeated the boy, the hate and resentment shifted to the ghost of another child. When the master defeated a new one, a different child took its stead. I see what you mean. That kind of evil spirit is actually one colony. We can't beat him completely unless we destroy the twisted spirits of all the children who started death on this mountain. It's like some kind of boss from a JRPG. The master was too old to help each child move on one by one, so we had to build this cenotaph to seal them away. It wasn't long after the master passed away, but then a few days ago, someone broke the cenotaph. So that's what Sally broke. Huh. Now what? Let's summarize what we know. Ages ago in Hell Poly, a bunch of children were abandoned and left for dead. After they died, their thirst for vengeance got concentrated into a spirit. After they died, their thirst for vengeance got concentrated in the spirit of one boy. The boy beheaded lots of people and ate their bodies. That was 13 years ago. Ultimately, an exorcist sealed the boy away using that cenotaph we saw on the mountain. That boy is most definitely the Cannibal Boy. A few days ago, Marty went to bury Sally's past boyfriend's things in the mountain, and prior to the boyfriend's too. He forced Sally to accompany him, and Sally ended up breaking the cenotaph. After that, something resembling Marty started coming to Sally's house in the middle of the night to tap on the window just like the Cannibal Boy. And Marty insisted that it wasn't him. Then Sally visited Marty's house and disappeared. Plus, there was a murder this week where the victim was decapitated and her body went missing. So what on earth could have happened? This is all very confusing. Could it be that Marty's copying the Cannibal Boy? All the victims had different descriptions of the Cannibal Boy before they died. Why? Because it's a, colony of ghosts. Well, is an evil spirit capable of manipulating different people by possessing them? Perhaps it happened to Marty. Now that's an interesting hypothesis. We don't have any decisive information yet. I wouldn't jump to conclusions. For now, let's eat some dinner to recuperate. Alright, let's go eat. Steak really is best cooked rare. You're not eating. Again. I really don't mind treating the both of you to dinner. But when evil spirits were attacking the old man, shouldn't you have prioritized saving him? No. Nope. Nope. You're professional exorcists, after all. That's exactly why we expect compensation for our services. If you're good at something, you never do it for free. But a person's life is priceless. Bruce Lee eats people, yo. And it only costs you a meal to save that priceless life. I doubt you'll ever find a better deal. That is not what I mean. Lily, you're a good person. Are they? But being good isn't gonna save anyone. Not even yourself. Is he talking from experience? It was reckless of you to rush over to help that old man like an idiot. If we hadn't been there, 2 fools would have died on that mountain today. Oh, don't be so harsh, Brucey. As foolish as she was, Lily was the perfect decoy. That old man would have died otherwise. And what you just said isn't harsh. That was quite reckless of me. Anyway, we might be up against the ever-unpredictable Cannibal Boy. Be aware of your surroundings. I'll try my best. I can't even protect myself. I'm dragging everyone else down. There's no need to feel inferior. Jade? Your determination to find Sally will surely bear fruit. I do hope so. But what kind of fruit? I get to decide. We have to go to Marty's house tomorrow. Let's call an early night. Apparently, there's a place that's near nearby called Foothill B&B. It costs $100 a night for a twin room with breakfast. Lily, can you split a room with Jade? Certainly, but what about you, Brucey? I can sleep by the roadside. If you don't mind me offering, why don't I lend you the money? That won't be necessary. He's probably also gonna keep guard. What? I got you to pay for 2 of our meals because you owed us twice. But now that account is settled, so I can't take anything from you. Not even if it's a loan. But don't mind him. He's stubborn about his own principles in eating people. And that's why we're always broke. Or maybe we'd rather sleep with Brucey than with me. No, not at all. Then it's settled. Oh, don't worry. I'll be very gentle tonight. I'm going to go register and buy another cutlery set. There's a silver table knife in there. Ah, what am I? An evil spirit? You might actually be. I'm not quite sure on that. I purchased a knife. Let us get going to our lodgings. Okay, that girl means business. Better watch out so you don't get stabbed. After bidding Brucey goodnight, we settled into the B&B, where we took turns showering and went to bed early. Having trouble sleeping? I'm not used to staying out overnight. Haven't you ever gone on trips with friends? I've always been shy. Sally's my first friend, and I didn't meet her until college. Then how did you get to know her? We were doing a group project together in a freshman biology course. One day a bloodmobile came to campus. I went to donate blood and happened to run into Sally, so we chatted for a bit. Always have blood with you. What? You have B-negative type blood too? If I ever need a transfusion, I hope I can count on you. Well, I certainly hope that won't ever be necessary. What kind of things do you do in your free time? Stalking you. I like to play JRPGs. No way! Which ones have you played? We talked about all kinds of JRPGs, from AAA to indie games. After that, we started chatting all the time and became best friends. She also introduced me to her club and encouraged me to meet more people. Sally turned my life around. I wonder what kind of club it was. Sally's mother thought it was full of oddballs. I see. Well, common interests are great for shaping friendships. Actually, to me, Sally is much more than just a friend. I know. I can read your mind, remember? I didn't have the courage to tell her because I was scared of ruining our friendship. I thought as long as her boyfriend made her happy, that was fine. But Marty failed to protect her. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been talking about myself this whole time. It's not just about you anymore, Lily. See, you have another friend here, right by your side. You don't have to bear all this by yourself. We can rescue Sally together. Jade. Don't trust Jade. Jade ironically likes suffering. Actually, I'm not really sure I can think of you as a friend. Hey, what? That's very sweet of you, but I'm very sorry. Jeez, don't apologize. Oh, fine. I was never fit to make friends anyway. You're a believer? Yeah. Though, don't you have friends of the same faith? Like I said, I'm not a believer. I simply have the ability to hear the conversation between the deities outside the world ever since I was a child. So I get to live a life of thrill and apprehension. Thrill and apprehension because the deities are always watching us from above? A little like that, but not quite. Let me use a JRPG analogy to help you understand. Long, long ago, there was a princess. Her beauty was such that the Dark Lord coveted her and captured her for his own. In order to save her, a brave hero set out on a quest with a priestess as her companion. Okay, where's this going? They went through a lot of adventures and at long last managed to defeat the Dark Lord. So, what do you think happens after that? Doesn't the hero and the princess live happily ever after? After? Oh, no. What happens is that the player shuts down the JRPG because the fun is over. I thought you meant what would happen to the characters. But that is what would happen to the characters. The world would be shut down, wouldn't it? So that means as soon as this world gets boring, the gods are gonna end it or remake it. Like, you all are, like, suffering enough. We need some, like, love triangles. We need some, like, stabbing in here. I suppose. The priestess alone realized that this would happen, and she became determined to make the world as fun as it could possibly be. Eyes open! To be honest, I was too sleepy to really understand what Jade meant. I tried to keep listening, but at some point I drifted off to sleep. I guess that kind of explains Jade's character a little bit. Lily. Hurry, I need help. This voice, it's Sally. It's so cold in here. Please, come and get me out. Sally! A dream? Lily, let me in. You believe in Sallies, don't you? Is that Sally? Oh, no. You open the window. You can't possibly be Sally. Who are you? Are you the Cannibal Boy? Die. The Cannibal Boy's fingers moved to slash Lily's neck. But just in the nick of time, Jade pulled Lily away. Are you okay? Jade gently cut Lily's delicate hand and looked down to make sure she was not hurt. Oh, yes. I never noticed how tall Jade is. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot about you. I see now. You mimic the appearance of the victim's acquaintances to get them to open the window. That explains why the victim's accounts of the boy were all different. Why do you want to kill people, though? The villagers chose to abandon us. We want revenge. But you must realize we're not the villagers. Maybe, but you did eat my friends. Oh yeah, we did. Oops. Johan and Marge. Those two evil spirits being out at Mount Candy House. The boy strained his fingers, prepared to strike with his hand again. I'll slash her throat from the left. Donnie, she dodged it. You dodged? I'll buy some time while you send Brucey a message. Boy came, help. The message was marked as read. Thank goodness. How dare you ignore me? Don't get distracted. Ah! Jade pushed Lily away in time. But the cost of her right arm. Jade? Jade? Out of my way. He's gonna kill Jade. Be aware of your surroundings. Brucey, I think I see a way out of this mess. You there. I'm the one you want to kill. I actually think he just doesn't really care. Like, I'm pretty sure he just wants to kill everybody. I will. What's the deal with this hag? Ouch. Jade and Brucey weren't planning on doing anything to your two friends. I asked them to do it. What? He has a habit of straightening out his fingers before striking with them. I have to take advantage of that moment for a counterattack. Using... knife? Yeah. But I'm a spirit. How did you just cut me? Because this knife is made of silver. Lily glanced at the knife and noticed its tip had turned black. What is this black stain? Will it still work against the evil spirit? I'll end you this time. I suppose one slash wasn't quite enough. Lily closed her eyes and prepared for the blow to come. But once again, the boy's fingers didn't quite reach her. Lily saw that a hand had the boy's arm in a firm grip. Brucey! Not bad for her first attempt at exorcism. How do you all keep touching me? Such a frustrated ghost. What's up? Ah! This ends now. I don't think so. What? Brucey's fist hung in midair, unable to deal the final blow. Because now the boy was mimicking Brucey's dead boyfriend, which he ate, by the way. Son of a... Huh. He cast evil eye. I can't move. The boy straightened out his fingers and placed them against the most vulnerable part of Brucey's neck. Brucey! Any more tricks up your sleeve? No. But I know someone who does. Huh? My arm! It hurts! Ghost feels pain, not compute. Out of nowhere, a sharp, violent pain erupted in the boy's right arm. Almost as if it had been severed. It hurts, doesn't it? Tomorrow night, I'll be back to kill you all. He got away. Went back to Mount Canny House, where those evil spirits dwell. Jade's dying, by the way. Brucey, Jade needs help. Don't worry. Even if she dies, she'll just become an evil spirit that torments people. Not much of a change, if you ask me. Besides, I won't let her die. Brucey knelt beside Jade and leaned his face down towards her. A person whose arms got chopped off needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Next moment, Brucey spat out a torrent of spirits. The spirits wormed their way into Jade's mouth and wriggled out from her shoulder, materializing like countless tentacles sprouting from her gaping wound. The tentacles squirmed and crawled over to the severed arm on the floor and dove in. Then they dragged the arm back, eventually pulling the limb back into Jade's shoulder. Damn, you guys got free healthcare? They reattached her arm? Are you alright? Jade swung her right arm around a few times, as if it had never been chopped off. I'm totally fine. I have to take damage for Brucey sometimes. After all, I know he can fix me up. Wait, those spirits Brucey just spat out. That's right. They're evil spirits I ingested and assimilated. Freed of artificial additives. You two are much more like evil spirits. They kinda are, actually. But Jade, I'm so sorry. This never would have happened if I hadn't let my guard down. Hey, don't say that. Friends cover for each other, okay? You're really working that angle, huh? Thank you. Lily, I won't let anyone pluck you until the time comes for you to bloom. How dare that little punk tarnish my memories. I'll skin him and eat his flesh. But he took on the form of someone you loved. How could you possibly harm him? I admit I was upset earlier, but next time, there'll be no mercy. Jade took out her phone. Jade, Brucey, I figured out Marty's address. It's known and then street, Parrot City. It's a city right next to Footville. Lucy, can I get you to go to the top of Mount Candy House tomorrow? There's a certain evil spirit that's just asking his face burned off, along with all of his evil spirit friends. Ah, yay! I am so ready for this. Is that really necessary? Sometimes, you have to be cruel for the sake of your loved ones. If he thinks he can use my boyfriend's face and get away with it, he's so very wrong. But he has evil eye. How do we deal with that? Marty has a Nazar on hand, though he got it from me in the first place. That should prove effective. So I was wrong about Marty. It was the Cannibal Boy who went to Sally's house to tap on her window. And he even pretended to be Marty, so Sally didn't know who to trust anymore. Sally, please be safe. Sally's dead. Marty's house is in that direction. So this is his house. A week ago, Marty supposedly asked Sally to come here. Then both of them went missing. No one's answering. You don't suppose Sally and Marty are already... Hey, stop overthinking. But... did you forget what I said already? Getting anxious doesn't help anything. We don't know what we'll find in this house. If someone there needs saving, panicking will only make matters worse. Lily took 2 deep breaths and calmed herself down. If only she had a superpower, she'd make a decent exorcist. Anyway, let me unlock the door. Unlock the door? You mean we're going to trespass? No, we're breaking that thing down. That's not trespassing, that's, just passing through. Don't worry. It's fine as long as we don't get caught. I feel like you just keep spitting out evil spirits. The door opened. It's just another way to use spirit materialization. I get an evil spirit to pass through the door and materialize on the inside. Then I can just open the lock. No fingerprints left behind, either. It's unsettling how perfect that is for committing a crime. Jade pulled out some plastic gloves from somewhere. Put these on. Why are you so used to this? Alright, let's snoop. Snooping as usual, I see. House rental agreement, address, Tenant Martin Stew. Martin Stew. Must be Marty's full name. Oh yeah, his name is a joke. I mean, a lot of jokes are in the names in this series, but still. Well, well. So he's a Marty Stew, huh? Sally's mother mentioned that Marty plans to move to Footville to live with Sally. Perhaps he's more serious about his relationship with Sally than I thought. If only he wasn't such a control freak. A towel of blood on it. Uh-oh. Is that all you have to, like, say? Just like, uh-oh. A photo of Marty and his parents. This must be Marty's parents' room. In that time, Marty had just lost his parents and his memory, and he came out of his coma to find the hospital overrun by a cult and zombies. If he had Aunt Sally there for emotional support, he would have gone insane. I thought ill of him because I thought he kidnapped Sally, but now that I think about it, perhaps he's just an unfortunate victim in this string of incidents. Plus, even if he goes missing, he has no one who cares enough to notice or report it. Check the back room. Could Sally be behind this door? But if she is, wouldn't we hear something inside? No, just open it. I think we have to, like, open it. Nobody? Well, at least we didn't find 2 severed heads. If the Cannibal Boy had gotten them, he would have left those any in just their bodies. Phew. But then, where could Sally possibly be? You found a kitchen knife on the floor and a pool of blood that hasn't been wiped clean. Is this Sally's blood? Taste it, find out. It's just a day then. I sure hope Sally didn't try to take on the Cannibal Boy with his knife. That wouldn't do anything against the spirit. Or maybe something even more fun went down. Whatever happened in this house that night? Maybe Sally's disappearance has nothing to do with the Cannibal Boy. How could it have nothing to do with him? It was the Cannibal Boy who pretended to be Marty and came to tap on Sally's window. But Sally was convinced that it was Marty who came to tap on her window the entire time. Whatever do you mean? Maybe Sally had had enough of Marty. So be that night, as soon as she arrived at Marty's house, she stabbed him down with a kitchen knife, buried him, and then fled. Bury him where? Where else? Mount Candy House, their favorite dating spot. Sally would never do such a thing. Everyone has a dark side. I have one. So does Brucey. It's naive to think Sally's an exception. You must have one too. The bond between lovers is not as fragile as you think, you psycho. Since when are you so romantic? Then what do you think happened that night? Marty could have just chopped off Sally's arms to keep her from opening the window. What? Why would you come up with such terrible hypotheticals? Perhaps they just took refuge in the house Marty rented because the Cannibal Boy targeted this place. I'll admit that's possible, but still wishful thinking. Enough. We'll find out if Sally and Marty are dead, or alive, once we get to Marty's rented house. Alright. I so look forward to seeing your face once you see what's become of Sally. In all honesty, the most likely scenario is that Sally was killed by the Cannibal Boy, and Marty went into hiding for fear of being suspected of murder. Even if we succeed with this exorcism, Sally can't pay us if she's dead. Normally I would drop the case at this point, but not this time. That brat needs to learn a lesson. No one that makes himself look like my ex-boyfriends that I ate alive. Road Footville, it's that way. Brucey? Could you please get on with unlocking the door? You've adapted to our ways already. Hold on. I hear something. There's someone inside. Faking. Let me share it with you. Go away! Leave us alone! That's Marty's voice. So Sally is safe? Nah, she's dead. But if she's really safe, I should be able to hear what she's thinking as well. I bet she's just a head in there. He's just carrying it around. That's my guess. Because he did mention... Because Brucey's idea of what happened was probably pretty accurate. There must be limits to your telepathy, though. Perhaps Sally's something out of your range. Marty, it's me, Bruce. I can unlock this door right now if I want to. Why don't you just come out? It's you two. Wow, long time no see. He was here all along. Why didn't he answer the door? We haven't seen each other since the paranormal hazard. Yeah, we teamed up to fight against the cultists. We've come quite a long way. Can we come in for a quick chat over tea? You know, the house is such a mess, I don't think you want to come in. Given all that's happened to Sally, seems a little too calm. Oh, hold on, you... Have we met before? I don't think so, actually. I'm Sally's bestie, Lily and Lily. We've been close friends for a very long time. So you're Lily. Sally talks about you a lot. You can call me Lillian. Nice to meet you, Lillian. We're searching for Sally. Is she with you? No, I think she headed out of here a long time ago. No. But you definitely invited Sally to your house a week ago. After I fell asleep that night, Sally went off somewhere. No matter how hard I searched, I couldn't find her. How could I possibly tell her mother that? That's why I hid here. Liar. Put the knife lying in a puddle of blood in your room. Marty, what are you hiding from us? Crap. Don't run, boy. Brucey held Marty down by the shoulder. Don't you run away. Get off of me! Well, well. Were you able to read him? Is Sally safe? Sally is, inside. I knew it. I immediately pushed Marty aside and rushed into the house. In my haste, I accidentally broke a bottle on the table and cut the back of my hand, drawing some blood. However, the pungent-smelling liquid from the bottle made me forget the pain. Oh no, it's, yeah, I was about to say it's embalming fluid. I knew exactly. As soon as you said the smell, I'm like, uh-oh. I know the smell from the anatomy lab. It's formaldehyde. Sally, is that where you are? Oh my god. Stop! I'll let you out right away. Sally, I finally found you, but... Actually, a part of me already knew. When I found that puddle of blood, I knew it would end up like this. I just didn't want to believe it. Huh? What? Her eyes. They're open. As if by telepathy, Sally's voice rang directly to Lily's head. Kill me! Please. No. Oops. What kind of joke is this? Is this a nightmare? Jade slapped Lily in the face. Ouch! The show is just getting started. Don't go insane just yet. This makes me think of was a manga that had a similar initial premise anyway, where I forget the name of it, but basically the main character was like a cop, and everyone was turning into mutants, and his girlfriend turned into one, and he like basically clipped her head off to defend himself, and he kept her head in the fridge in the hope he can revive her someday. It's a very edgy, kind of gory, a little bit of Kamen Rider, like Guyver, Kamen Rider influence, but very edgy, gory manga. The main character always like said things like "shoot him up," stuff like that. Late at night, when Sally got to my place, the Cannibal Boy came again and kept agonizing Sally, so much that she gave in and opened the window. We tried to resist the Cannibal Boy, Sally with a knife and me with the Nazar, but we failed. Only Sally's head remained, and I just stood there stunned. But then, a revelation came from above. I know you snuck something home with you from the Paranormal Hazard boy. Yeah, that was Nya. So Marty Stu, I didn't play the game. I know Marty Stu, when he went into the coma, he did get isekai'd by Nya and did like a whole fantasy JRPG world thing. Revelation, Now I know which deity he's talking about. Something from the Paranormal Hazard. It better not be the undead extract. Yeah, it was. I stole some after being the cult's grand mistress. Why would you even want to keep something like that? I don't know, but I just felt I needed to take it. Maybe it was all part of some deity's plan. Again, I mean, if I didn't have that extract, I would have lost Sally, you know? Sally, how could this happen to you? Lee reached out with trembling hands and tried to pick Sally up. Stay away! Wow. Those eyes. Evil eye awakened inside of her. No, please, don't let me smell blood. Oh yeah, you're a zombie. Vampire thing. They looked at the wound on the back of her hand and then back at Sally. Wait, don't tell me you've become a... Time to feed Sally. Damn, Marty. No, I don't want to drink anymore. I know you're thirsty. Sally frantically sucked Marty's blood. As she did, wriggling shoots of pink flesh stretched out from the severed area of her neck, as if searching for her lost body. Ah, very cute. Like that leech I kept when I was a little girl. Jade. I can't bear to watch. Marty, I've begged you to kill me. Why won't you listen? I don't want this. Oh man, I just got a flashback to the spy in the fridge in Meet the Medic. I don't want to become a monster. You're overreacting. It's just a simple change in diet. That's all. The guy's lost it. He's completely out of touch with reality. You're the one who gave me the hope I needed to survive that paranormal hazard. Now it's my turn to give you hope. Hope? Did he really say hope? Marty, or are you worried about money? Don't worry. I got some inheritance and life insurance payout for my parents. We can... That's enough. Stop it. Why do you never listen to what Sally wants? Why do you just force your love on her? What Sally wants is dignity. She wants to die as a... I know that! I know, alright. Don't you think I want to give Sally the love she deserves? But just saying if I really love her, I have to kill her. How could I ever do that? Can you? Lily. Sally, you were my first friend, my first love, and the one who brought me out of my own isolated world. You gave me everything. I so desperately wanted to do something for you too. So when you confided in me, I jumped at the chance to give you advice. But I never imagined it would just make matters worse. That's why I rushed to confine you. I put up with these two, as suspicious as they were, and broke out of my shell in ways I never had the courage for. I even when I almost died at the hands of an evil spirit. And all for what? So that I can kill you? I had no right to criticize Marty. If I had been there that night you were decapitated, I would have done the same thing. What am I supposed to do? Kill Sally the normal ending, persuade Sally to live the happy ending. I guess we'll do this one first. But if there's another ending aside from those choices, I'll do it. I'll relieve Sally from her suffering. What do you mean by that? I cradled Sally right outside, to where there was sunlight. Perhaps in the sun. But as soon as I got a foot out the door... She's not a vampire, she's a zombie! Marty grabbed Lily by the shoulder and swung her around to face him. Give her back! Give Sally back! No! Please, I don't want to use force. Marty grabbed Lily's arms and tightened his grip. That hurts. Marty, you let go of Lily. What? I can't move. You realize that's not something a normal human can do. Sally's clearly becoming less human. I have to do this before that happens. Lily took a few cautious steps towards where the sun was shining. Marty, I'm sorry. I just can't keep on living by your side when I'm like this. No, don't say that. Marty tried to rush forward, but Sally's gaze froze him in place yet again. Lily, you're my best friend forever. Now and always. I don't want you feeling any guilt for doing this for me. Sally, What? I love you. I love you too, Lily. As friends. And thank you. Now I can rest in peace. Lily gritted her teeth and took a step back out of the shade. As soon as Sally was exposed to sunlight, she began to turn to ash. No, I guess she was a vampire rules. As she became lighter and lighter in my arms, I felt something in my heart fade away as well. So is the Cannibal Boy just gonna be resolved like... the one girl just went to burn all those ghosts up? But Sally, the love I feel is different from yours. After that, Brucey and Jay took Marty's and Nazar and went up to the mountain and exorcised the Cannibal Boy. Marty was left utterly devastated. He was later arrested on suspicion of murder and unlawful disposal of the dead. He was even treated as the prime suspect for the Hill Polly serial murders. The police announced that they had now solved what had been a cold case, reassuring the public and calming their fears. Damn, Marty. Whether or not he was a true murderer, no one seemed to care anymore. That's another ending down, then we can do the happy end. And it looks like there's another ending? Going by the achievements. So, we'll see what that one is. One year later. Marty's gonna become a ghost. It's been quite a while since I came to Footville. Oh? Curse you. Did you become an exorcist? I see that the village is still full of evil spirits. Die! Huh. Oh my god! You're a paranormal cop! How? I'm a paranormal cop. Because these are silver bullets. Blat blat. No, stop! Blat blat. Please spare my life! You're already dead. But you're already dead, are you not? Blat. Damn you, Rangers! Who's there? It's us. You two are late again. No, you're too early. Are you that eager about exorcising evil spirits? What kind of wild spirit is our target this time? After Sally disintegrated into ashes, my emotions seemed to fade away with her. matter what I do now, my heart is dead, like cold ash. Only the screams of evil spirits light a semblance of a fire in my lifeless soul. You really changed in the last year, Lily. You're a bit too cruel towards evil spirits, and you know that's saying a lot, coming from someone like me. What does it matter? After all, an evil spirit has no human rights. You're exactly the kind of talent I've wanted. Well, I need to eat. Would you two care to have breakfast with me? Sure. Fresh... fresh ghost jelly. Slimy. Must say the texture's a tad disgusting. But the taste itself is good, like some kind of meat. Meat of a kind I've never tasted before. From now on, you really are one of us. The normal ending, Ghost Eater. One of us. One of us. The happy ending? It's too cruel, I can't. I understand very well that Sally wants to die, but is death really the only solution? I want to figure out what it is that Sally truly wants. I so wanted to watch her kill Sally, and now she's saying she can't. I suppose I'll wait and see. If there are any interesting developments, I'll make the most of it. Whatever it takes to entertain the deities. Before I talk to Sally about her needs, there's something I need to get off my chest. Marty, I realize that you really do love Sally, in your own way. Lily slapped Marty as hard as she could in the face. Huh? But if you truly love Sally, you should stop and consider what she wants. Why just... How could you? How could you put your girlfriend in the fridge next to pork? Yeah, she's got a point there. Besides, formaldehyde is horrible for skin. What were you thinking, using it on a girl's face? Ooh, time for me to chime in. Exactly. Just look at how pale and unhealthy you've made Sally look. That's definitely not because of the formaldehyde. I didn't... No excuses. For all you said about giving Sally hope, look at what you've actually done to her. No wonder she wants to die. And you call yourself a boyfriend. You're so right. I could have done better. Heavens, I lost myself a bit. Sally. What? I know you are suffering and I want to release you from that pain. But first, won't you tell me why exactly it is you want to die? I'm literally just ahead. I'm praying that there may be something other than death that might help ease your soul. I'm literally a Futurama character. You don't have to say it. You're fed up with Marty, aren't you? Why don't we just do away with Marty then? You know ways to make sure you're free of him for good. No, that's not true. I still love Marty. You do? You look kind of disappointed. I think I understand. You want to acknowledge what you've become. Your impulse to crave blood frightens you, as well as how you're becoming less and less like yourself. Is that right? Yes. Besides, what's the point of living if I can no longer do the things I love, like baking cookies? But more than anything, I don't want to be a burden on Marty. I'm afraid he'll get sick of me someday. You love Marty that much? You look so disappointed. Lily took a deep breath. Don't you have anything to say, Mr. Boyfriend? Sally, I'm really sorry. I got so anxious I didn't even notice what you might be feeling. Maybe you think I just need you for emotional support at the moment. That one day when I find my way out of my mess, I won't want you anymore. Maybe that was true at the start. But the more I got to know you, the deeper I fell in love. Now I can see with all my heart that I love you. just for who you are. From now on, I'll be your arms and your legs. I'll always be there to take care of you, never tire of you being by my side ever. Marty. So he's not agitated. He's capable of producing some pretty sweet words. But I still don't want to be a burden. How much longer do I have to put up with this melodramatic crap? I'm here for an exorcism, not this nonsense. What kind of burden are you talking about? It's not much different if you were totally paralyzed. What? Actually, it's even less of a worry. Marty doesn't have to think about bed sores or bodily waste. All he has to do is take care of one measly Anne. Brucey, you could be a bit more sensitive. What? I'm just being realistic in terms of labor and cost of caregiving. Well, I guess you're not wrong. What's more, Sally's no ordinary human anymore. You saw those shoots of flesh sprouting from her neck when she fed on your blood? Give it a decade or so, and she might just grow an entirely new body. Grow a new body? You just made Sally sound even more like a monster. Sally, medical science is advancing day by day. In every decade, the technology for full-body prosthetics may be a viable possibility. Can we persuade you to find some goals to live for in the meantime? My girlfriend's just a vampiric head, but she's also a cyborg. What goals could I possibly have? Perhaps you could teach Marty how to bake or invite him to share in your love of JRPGs. What do you think about that, Marty? Actually, I've always wanted to learn how to bake your cookies. Would you consider teaching me? Maybe I could do that. Besides, come to think of it, shouldn't the sequel to Hero King Quest be coming out soonish? That's it, Sally. No matter how small the goal, try finding little reasons to keep on living. What if I still decide I want to end things later? And I'll take it upon myself to take your life. Oh, okay. That's a promise, bestie. Full body prosthetics, huh? Guess I can hold out hope for that. Sally. I didn't expect her to succeed in persuading Sally. That's interesting in its own way, but I think there's a punchline missing here somehow. Jada said something to Marty via telepathy. Well, there's not anything from you, huh? Why are you telling me this? You'll be glad I did. Someday soon. Aren't you all forgetting something? The whole reason Sally called us here was to exorcise the Cannibal Boy. Oh, right. He also attacked Lily and me last night. What? How dare he attack Lily? You mean it's fine that he attacked me? He also just killed another innocent person. We can't just let him roam free. That little punk has evil eye. So we need Marty as the Tsar. Of course, it'd be even better if Marty came to fight with us. But... Marty, please help them protect Lily. It would be doing me a favor, too. Okay, Sally. Good. Another disposable meat shield. The goal is to get rid of the Cannibal Boy, right? Then we just have to wait until nighttime and prepare a counterattack for when he comes, isn't that it? Not quite. According to our investigations, we can't completely exorcise the Cannibal Boy without destroying all the children who starved to death on that mountain. So we can't just lie and wait. We have to go on the offensive. And Sally is the key to our victory. Me? You have a plan. First we go up to Mount Candy House and meet up with our companion Lucy. Then we head back to the malt shop. So do you all get what we do when the time comes? Only you would come up with something that messed up. Ah, thanks, Brucey, I try. What choice have we got? We can't beat the Cannibal Boy otherwise. Who cares of what it takes as long as he obliterates him? Sally seems like a different person somehow. If Sally says so, I'm in. Then count me in as well. We have to access all the evil spirits in that mountain. What good will you be? I will do what I can. Lily, listen. I'm a materializer. Jade is a telepath. And you, what are you? I'm a paranormal cop. I am rich. Okay, this girl can't be serious. She ordered 8 silverware gift sets instead of food at the restaurant. So having money trumps my ability to exercise with my superpower, huh? Good to know. Silly Brucey. I have the power of money. Aw, this poor Bruce Spitter. Let's go to the mountain. Time to show that ghastly menace the power of my bond with Sally. I mean the power of money. The old man's dead. You bastards! Oh, good sir. Are you alright? He's dead. Ah! Those evil spirits are plotting to descend on the village. Possess the pillagers, make them cannibalize each other. That's just like the incident at the hospital. So they want to start a paranormal hazard here too, huh? You're the exorcist. Please save the villagers. This man is asking the wrong person. Brucey loves working for free. Not to worry, we will protect Footville. Hey! With the power of money, I owe you a great favor. What? No! I don't want anyone owing me any favors. We came here to perform an exorcism in the first place. It had nothing to do with you. You owe us nothing. If you're about to bite your dust, get the heck on with it. He died with a smile on his face. Ah, he's finally dead, huh? Quick, throw money at it. The Cannibal Boy. I thought you all to run away, but you came right to me instead. We couldn't exorcise you without coming here. Oh? Get ready. He's gonna cast the evil eye. This is like a football formation. Brucey focused on his preparations. Moy took out the Nazar and thrust it right at the boy's eyes. Block! Did it work? Arg. It did work. On you, not me. But Nazar correct. About to swing from Brucey for $1,000. Your cheap piece of junk can't hurt me. I bought that off a street vendor during my visit to Turkey for an exorcism, actually. Don't panic. Time for plan B. Take this. I can't move. How? What's that you're holding? Tell me, how does it feel when you want to move but you can't? Like using a victim's hand as an Nazar. What kind of human does that? Hey, we certainly don't want to hear that from you. Don't let me use the evil eye. I have to steam him off without getting close. Lily held 8 silver table knives between all of her fingers and hurled them at the boy as hard as she could. It's Dio! Yeah! Besides the Nazar and evil eye itself, there was one more effective move against the evil eye. The gesture. Lily gave the boy the finger. Your evil eye is useless! Oh my god, I think it is a Dio reference. Budada! She's still my evil eye. Brucey, aren't you ready yet? Keep him occupied just a moment longer. They haven't said a word to each other. How are their movements perfectly in sync? Wait, that hag shared the feelings of her pain with me before. She must be a telepath. I get it. She's the one giving out directions. Oops, he figured it out. Come on out, everyone. Countless children appeared beside the boy. They all had a murderous glint in their eyes as if cursing everything in the world. Eat the three in front. Shoot! Pull back now! Stupid. I was going for you all along. Have you forgotten already? I can share my pain with you all. If they hurt Jade, they will all suffer the same pain. Huh, we'll just kill you instantly. Everyone go straight for her neck. Oops. Jade! What? Huh? Bizarre pain struck the evil spirits. Oh man. It was dull and sharp at the same time, like hands plunging into the lower abdomen and twisting the organs like rags, rendering them nauseous and dizzy. What is this pain? They haven't even attacked you yet. You could say they're a kind of pain of adulthood, little pests. Oh my god, wait, what? Oh no. I was like, did he blow up from period pain? And it's like, no, it's the one that can use the fire powers. Hey, I know you. Sorry, people, I am so late to the party. So just burn them all, right? Pretty much. You came. Good. Now the ghost eaters are all here. I'm not sure I want to be included. I think we need a catchphrase like, Ghost Eaters Assemble! Or something. Give me a break. We're not superheroes. More like a band of villains, if you ask me. Huh? I see a new face. Hi there, my name is Lucy White. Brucey and Jade saved me before, so now I'm here to return the favor. Totes. It's a pleasure to meet you. That's Ron Buildy? Yeah! It's paranormal fire. Sorry about that, kiddo. It's eat or be eaten in this world, you know? Don't be afraid. There are more of us than them. That actually works against you. Inverse ninja syndrome. Oh? You want to compare numbers? It takes a while to spit out all the evil spirits I've eaten. How many evil spirits have you eaten again? Do you remember how many breads you've eaten? Do you remember how much jelly you've eaten in your life? Yep, there it is. Is that a reference? Oh, the ghostly head of the girl, that and... Johan, Marge. The best friends reunited. How deliciously heartwarming. Your way of eating only kills. Mine, on the other hand, keeps them alive inside of me. In terms of the art of eating, you're still just a novice. How dare you treat my friends like that? Don't worry, you'll join them soon. Brucey pointed at the boy and the other children and barked an order at his entourage of evil spirits. Eat them up. This is no longer an exorcism, or even a battle. This is a one-sided massacre. A predator feeding on its prey. Blinding flames. Perfect screams. A choking odor. Sticky heat. The sound of my heart pounding. If Sally hadn't been with me, I would have thought I was in the inferno. Perhaps because of the blood-red flames. Just for a moment, I could not help but think that. Brucey there was the true Cannibal Boy. Yeah. What are you? Didn't you hear Jane? With the ghost eaters. From the galaxy. No! Now Lily and I don't have to worry about getting attacked in the middle of the night anymore. And no more villagers will be harmed, yay. Thank you for protecting Lily and avenging me. I guess we're Avengers. How can I ever thank you properly? Money. You still know how this works. You pay. Of course. How much do we owe you? Sally, you were what? 7 heads tall? I guess so. Why? Then I'll charge 1/7 of the market price. Brucey showed Sally and Marty a certain number of his fingers. Excuse me? Is that some kind of twisted joke? Brucey is dead serious. He insists on only charging as much as he works. Again? This is why we're so poor. Oh well. This case was mildly interesting at least. I guess it's okay. If that's all you're asking for, I can pay it right now. You're alright for a person who eats people, Brucey. Brucey shoved 3 large bills at Lucy. You give me a share of the profit? No, not your share. It's to cover your transportation fee. Now, as of this moment, we each owe each other nothing. Alright. He may not be a good person, but he has his principles. If any of you ever need anything exercised, you know who to call. Huh, hope we never have a need for that. Well, thanks for everything you've done for us. Take care, guys. You too. I guess I won't have much of a reason to see them again. I should say a proper goodbye. Glad to met you all. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Thank you so much for coming to our aid. Lily, I hope you come visit me a lot. As friends. Oh, of course. The thought of going to Marty's house alone makes me a little nervous. Jade, could I perhaps ask a favor of you? Oh? What is it? We still don't know what Jade told Marty, though. And thus ended my bizarre adventure. Is that a reference? Nothing good really came of it, and I made my acquaintance with a couple of very odd individuals. But I must admit that those are 2 days of my life that I will never forget, for as long as I live. What's more, I'm no longer the timid girl from 2 days ago. As for Sally, her situation is truly regrettable. That's why I've decided it's my duty to provide her with the hope, to give her more reasons for wanting to live. I think I am capable of that now. I have to be. The happy ending. Lily's bizarre adventure. No, I think that is all endings. The other thing was the epilogue, probably. 1 week later. Jade, Lily, here you go. Marty brought out 2 glasses of iced tea. Where's Brucey? Lillian, please? Oops, right, Lillian. Marty helped us exercise the Cannibal Boy, didn't he? Do you have to act so cold? Lily took a sip of iced tea and gave a frosty reply. I'm only here to visit Sally. I can't say I fully trust Marty yet, so I asked Jade to accompany me. I plan to visit Sally a few times a month to help maintain her emotional stability. Come to think of it, where is Sally? She's just resting. I'll wake her up in a bit. Until then, how about I bake you some cookies? Oh, then Sally actually taught you? Very well. Oh, let me give you a quick tour first, so. This is the bathroom. The kitchen's that way. Should we check out any of the other rooms? One exception, though. Don't ever open the door to my room. Got it? Alright, certainly. Guess I'll look around and pass the time. Sleeping pills. These are Sally's sleeping pills. Is she still taking them? Marty's holding a kitchen knife. Ready to chop up a big chocolate bar. But his hand is paused midair and he stares blankly ahead. Marty, are you thinking about Sally? Oh, no, just, yeah. Lillian, just wait a bit longer. I'll fill you with the best cookies ever before you go. Alright. Probably daily. Another victim found a captive body gone. With 2 dead and 1 girl still missing, is the body hunting killer still on the prowl? Marty's killing people to make meat and blood. Oh no. Police are considering the possibility of a copycat killer. How can this be? Are there still evil spirits in the mountain? Do we fail to exorcise the Cannibal Boy? There's something in here he needs to hide. Like what? Photos of other girls? What are you looking at? What? Why is that portrait here? Did the one I see in Sally's house have so many eyes, though? The eyes were always there. Couldn't you see them before? Like I said, you could at least count on this deity to hear your prayers. And see? Nya really did reunite you with Sally. I must say, it's a bit different from the union I imagined. At least there's a Nya. But in any case, I offer you my gratitude. If it's not too much to ask, please help Sally get a proper body soon. Oh, he will. Because what do you think, like, the body was taken? He's gonna Frankenstein this thing out. The next moment, something flashed through Lilith's brain. It sounded like static, but also like words. Indeed, that can be arranged. I've seen everything there is to see. What should I do next? The only thing I haven't looked at properly is the door to Marty's room. Don't open this door makes me so curious. I'll just take a peek. Just like open it wide. It's Sally. Is she sleeping? I see. Marty said not to open the door so we wouldn't wake Sally up. There's really a suspicious area on the right. She really is fast asleep. Perhaps she took her sleeping pills. Are those framed photographs next to her? Huh? Hold on. This is the victim who got decapitated. Why does Marty have her photo? What's in the other photo? The other victim. Wait. Could be that it was Marty who killed them, not the Cannibal Boy. Did he take photographs of his targets and then wait for opportunities to kill them? Oh no! The cookies! Lily's gonna be the last one. Did Marty copy the Cannibal Boy? Why would he do that? But of course, he must want to find a body. For Sally. I'm not gonna spoil the ending, because I remember the ending now of My Girlfriend's Secrets or whatever. But it's basically, there's some poetic parallels going on. Who's in the last photo? Huh! His final target is me. But why? I told you not to open the door to my room. Well, that's okay. It saves me the trouble of having to move your body. Are you insane? A body cannot be connected that easily. Oh god, it's Monkey Paw. Because she asked Nya in particular, like, hey, I hope what's her name gets a body back. And Nya's like, yeah, oh yeah, don't worry, that's arranged. So Jade probably even told Marty, like, hey, I know what you're doing with, the body thing, like, I can work this out with you. Are you insane? A body cannot be connected that easily. You've seen Sally. She's just ahead and she's alive. Common sense doesn't apply anymore. Do you actually think this is gonna make Sally happy? Oh, don't worry. I drugged her. She'll have her new body before she wakes up, and she'll have no reason to be unhappy. When I tried to connect the first body, the shoots of flesh from Sally's neck drove straight into the stump of the corpse's neck, and it seemed like it would work. Blood type. I didn't expect it to be a compatibility issue. But after the second failure, I realized it might be a blood type discrepancy. So now you're targeting me, because Sally and I both have B-negative type blood. I'll do whatever it takes to fix Sally, even if it means getting my hands dirty. Marty slowly raised his hand and revealed a kitchen knife, clutched in it. You should be aware of your surroundings. What? Smack. Leah held the photo frame in her hand and Marty's face as hard as she could. Ugh. I am not going to die here. If Sally wakes up and finds out I died because of her, the guilt will crush her. That's why I can't let him do this. All I have to do is run for this door and get out of this room. Jade. Huh? Why did I fall down? Why am I so dizzy? You've already consumed the poison. Good thing I slipped you some sleeping pills. The iced tea. What is going on with all this commotion? Jade, help me! Oh, you're getting started already? Yeah. What? Oh, sweet, darling Lily. I warned you all about Jade? Who did you think told Marty your blood type? It was you! I thought I was your friend. How could you trick me like this? Oh, you are a friend. A very dear one. That's exactly why I prepared this spotlight for you. Look, now you are the focus of this world. All the deities are watching you as you flower and bloom. Stop spouting nonsense. Oh God, we're the gods. You, the viewer, are. Why? Did I do something to deserve this? I just want to save Sally. Why are you treating me like this? Barry turned Lily over and pointed the knife at her throat. Oh, you are saving Sally. Only because I want to save Sally, too. Are you kidding me? Curse the both of you! If you cut my throat, I will cut yours. If you take my body, I will take yours. You don't have to become an evil spirit. I will kill the two of you, I swear! I know an exorcist too, I can call if that happens. An evil spirit who cuts your throat and takes your body, I have a feeling that the legend of the Cannibal Boy will live on for some time yet. The true ending. New Cannibal Boy. There's your stinger ending. This series always has got some stinger ending. Can't trust Jade. She always... Brucey is a cannibal, like literally, he is literally the Cannibal Boy. But, he has like certain weird serial killer rules about things. Jade is just like, she doesn't get her hands personally dirty, but she always makes sure people die. Side cool. Oh no, red scarf. Occult Club 4. Gathering 4 fatal stories. Wait, Lily's alive. Is this a weird club? Yeah, I remember they mentioned like her friends are like weird. Oh wait, it's still not over. Lily, I will never forget you. I have never forgotten any of the friends I had. And lost. Oh, and yeah. Was this show worthy of your satisfaction? Speak up, audience. Was it worthy? Honestly, it wasn't bad. I can't talk for the other deities, but I was entertained, at least. Then this world doesn't bore the deities yet? More importantly, you passed. What? Ah! I know a world where you can best make use of your talents. It's time for a reincarnation. Did you say Isekai Jade? Is Jade in this one? I mean, that's a normal princess. That's a King Emperor. Ruby. There's Jade. Spider, Dark Lord, my waifu. So that's it for True Cannibal Boy. Now the whole Paranormal Case series, it's always been a little interesting. You have two twisted main characters, which is Jade and Brucey. Brucey is a little bit less twisted. He's more of a, like I said, he is a Hannibal Lecter-ish kind of person who's just like, I'm a respectable, like, murderer. Like, I don't just murder anybody, you know what I mean? Like, I got standards, I got rules. Well, Jade just kind of enjoys being sadistic. They did give a reason for that in this one, if you've seen me play the previous games, or if you played the series. So it's not just Jade is just evil for the sake of being evil. She has some kind of fourth wall-ish, godlike knowledge of the world and how it works, so she has a weird reason for doing things. But she's still evil. So the first game, technically, as far as release order, was about Lucy and that whole story, and Lucy was also a terrible person. She was basically the school bully. And when I say bully, I mean like stereotypical, fictional, like extremely sadistic bully. And then you had the prequel, The Cannibal Boy, that was kind of Brucey's backstory. The twist of that one, it works a little bit less now that you kind of know who Brucey is. Then you had Case 2 Paranormal Evil. I didn't play that one because it was like a little bit of a weird dice roll RPG. And there was Loser Reborn, which is Marty's isekai adventure. I guess he wakes up in Paranormal Evil, meets Sally Sweet. They survive those events, meet our ghost hunting protags, and then goes into My Girlfriend's Secret, which I won't outright spoil. And then of course True Cannibal Boy is a direct sequel of that one. But yeah, very flawed main characters, although it makes it a little bit interesting, a little different than the other ones. Gameplay-wise, this one probably is the most story-filled. Regular Cannibal Boy was a pure visual novel, it had no branching whatsoever. And the other ones were more just typical RPG Maker horror games. This one's still kind of like that. But there was a lot of like long aspects of talking. Kind of remind me of when I played some other RPG Maker horror games. Whereas they kind of like, the series kind of went, they became much more story-based. Now there is branching and stuff like that, but like you can't theoretically game over in this. So it is essentially a RPG Maker slight adventure game, essentially a visual novel. I prefer it when it kind of hybridizes things a little bit more. Like you can have a lot of dialogue. I just like the breathing room parts where like you walk around, maybe you talk to NPCs, maybe like look for items or something like that, and you come across some scenes or things. And here's I can make like a tell if there's like not enough breathing room, because my voice will actually start to die. Like I'll actually start running out of breath, like so much dialogue. Because I never get like the chance to like pause or just like play a little bit of game, or it's like spaced out in a funny spot. So that actually happened. Like I took like a nap like halfway while playing it, like at the around the hour mark. Not like an intentional nap, but just like bloop in my chair, which is more common than you think when I record these games or I'm doing editing. But not that the game was boring though. I mean, I do like the characters and I do like the story. I just think there should have been some more breakup between things a little bit more. And to please Jade, I did actually like the ending quite a bit. I like the really... Each game has like a very kind of dark twist at the end. And sometimes it gets old where everything is just like a twist. But it works here just because our characters are twisted. Like you don't see a happy outcome fully occurring. Because like, it doesn't make sense in the context of what the characters we're dealing with are. So it works. And it also kind of reminds you like these characters are bad. Like you kind of need that a little bit. Because like the game, especially if you didn't see the Cannibal Boy or some of the older ones, and you look at just Jade and Bruce, and you're like, oh, I mean, they're not terrible. Like, they eat people sometimes, but that's not a big deal. You know, the charisma would start to kind of get to you, and you start, like, feeling like, oh yeah, I like these characters a lot. I like them as people, or whatever. But then you need that kind of, like, shock at the end, which they did. With Jade, at least. To remind, like, hey, don't forget, these are terrible people, here it is. To remind you of that. Don't get too attached. And yeah, I definitely enjoy that ending. But yeah, anyway. So, thank you all for watching me play True Cannibal Boy. I'll see you guys later, and take it easy.